Welcome to the water report. I think this is about volume 11 or 12 or 13 now. I can't keep up. It's been a while. Anyway, right here, that concrete, very old rebar concrete that's cracking is actually the boundary between Middlesex and Essex, believe it or not. And we're today at the Thames Water Low Hall Lane site because it's a site of significance. Massive historical significance, because by this ditch to my right I've obviously got Chingford Mill and Chingford Turbine, one of the first turbines in the UK, William Booth Bryan, 1896. The lovely Chingford Mill behind that tree, 1896. Here we've got Thames Water Utilities Limited, ring fenced by the government. I won't go into the politics, it's just my interest in water. Here is NLARS, the very heart of NLARS. Now NLARS is very, very important because it's the UK's only, and NLARS is North London Artificial Recharge System. And this is the only one in the whole of the country created by William Booth Bryan, Victorian. And guess what? It's all locked off and they've all moved out. And furthermore to the point, water up there in a separate hall is being sold off from Thames Water to Severn Trent Water. We really couldn't make it up. Now this is pretty good, that is horrific over there, but this is pretty good to see that the here at least this was created in parts of it were created in the 50s to alleviate any massive flood problems should any of the reservoirs give way, because even then, after the great flood of something in the 53 or something, they needed a massive project to make sure it didn't happen again. So this is part of it is the Riverlea diversion, and part of it is the flood relief channel that runs. It's not without its problems, because the good thing is it runs from most of the reservoirs, from which Walthamstow and Chingford supply 70% of Greater London's water supply, and alleviates it should there be a problem. So it's good to see that it's running shallow. But when I say it's not without its problems, because it still runs into the original Riverlea before Stratford, which means anybody under a flood living by Stratford, where they're digging it up and discovering old locks, are going to be knackered because the Riverlea will be breached. But that's that. There's two other channels here next to the Riverlea diversion or flood relief channel, depending on which part you look at. To the right of me, you've got the original Riverlea, which runs under the turbine house. There's a very rare book that you can get hold of through the Chingford Historical Society, which says that bit to that bit is one of the only remaining bits of the Riverlea in existence in Chingford. And I am in Chingford, Essex. Over there would be Middlesex, Enfield, Tottenham, etc, etc. And then to the right of that is another channel that runs down to the other pumping station that fills the next reservoir down. If I get my bearings correctly, that is Girling, and then down from there we've got Banbury, and then further up from there we've got King George, which is the biggest one. And you can actually see while the sun is out, you can actually see the double layer protection of these huge reservoirs when they were built. See, you've got an outer layer clay and then you've got an inner layer, so they're double reinforced. And if you ever see a reservoir that's raised, it means that it was using pumping technology to raise the water, i.e. anti-gravity, to get the water in to hold it. And if you see a reservoir that's down, i.e. dug out, because you have to dig out all of the earth, that would be gravity fed and filled. So here we are. That's not looking too bad, but if we just swing over here quickly, you'll see there's actually no shortage of water at all. because both of these channels are completely full. And I sort of knew this was going to happen because, like, Thames Water are now bringing in hosepipe ban today, on this very day. And we've got one of the deepest boreholes in Greater London, Essex, London Borough, Waltham Forest, whatever you want to call it here, which is 451 foot. Legend has it there's a steam engine halfway down that's buried there because they couldn't bring it up. You've got a You've got a footpath that runs over there that's been blocked off. You've got all this water here that's backed up. You've got another channel over there that's backed up. And then you've got this poor old little turbine hall that's also backed up. So there's more water here than a million Olympic-sized swimming pools. Join us.